And here we are. Hello, Julia.
Hello, Jeff.
Hey.
After hours on Tuesday.
I love it. Our first podcast of the week.
Yes,
My
always
favorite.
start strong.
Always my favorite.
Always the best. If you are watching right now, a reminder that you can, if you're watching on Facebook, you can download KSN Plus to watch this show along with other unique content. You can download KSN Plus on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV. You can also watch these episodes and other content as well on our YouTube channel.
And if you'd like to learn how to download the app to your television, you can go to ksn.com. All the instructions are there. It's super easy, barely an inconvenience. And
Barely.
You will,
Still an inconvenience, though.
You will enjoy all that KSN Plus has to offer. And we're growing it every day. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but we've got a lot of college sports shows that are going to be coming to KSN Plus here. They might already be up. I need to check. I'll hit you up tomorrow and let you know. But we've got some college football preview shows on KSN Plus.
Our promo team hates to see us coming. This is why our promos are sometimes scripted.
Yeah, sometimes. So, hey, you had a big weekend. What'd you do?
Yeah, this was another chill weekend.
Okay.
I got to hang out a little bit. Saturday, which I had wanted to do for a really long time, I went and I got a micro needling facial. So a bunch of like holes in your face. Your body naturally stops producing collagen at a certain age, or it not naturally stops. It slows down, right? So you lose, I think, between 1% and 2% every year after you hit 30. So I really wanted to try it, but I needed a weekend where I didn't have anything. So I went and I got this facial on Saturday morning, and then I had won tickets through work for Bulls, Barrels, and Bands. And I thought, what could go wrong? My face full of these like little tiny holes, and I'm going to go to the rodeo.
Where was the rodeo?
Intrust in Wichita.
Oh, at Intrust Bank Arena. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then one of my favorite bands, Treaty Oak Revival, was playing. One of I think it's the singer, is from Odessa, Texas, which is where I lived. And then also somebody else in the band is from Midland. So it was really fun to see them, and I went with a girlfriend and her boyfriend, and he is like a huge Treaty Oak Revival fan.
Okay, so it was indoors, nice, and you had collagen micro face holes going.
So my face was red and blotchy, and I just put a hat on, and I had no makeup, and I said it's going to be.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was fun, and I love the rodeo. We had a ton of competitors all across the state. Of course, from across the country as well. But I always have such a fun time watching the rodeo, and those athletes are incredible. My cousin, her family owns a horse ranch, and so their daughters will barrel race and do a little bit of that. So it's really fun, I think, to watch.
Did you have good seats?
They were right behind like the bullpen. So I'm going to say no. If you've been, that's like right behind.
Is that where they keep the bulls?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And all the smells, which you love the smells.
It smells like back to school, doesn't it?
It smells like something. So it was so fun after, which I had never seen. So the event was called Bulls, Barrels, and Bands.
Okay.
After the rodeo, you can go down into the arena, like in the dirt, and like be in the concert area, and stand in dirt.
Was it a good crowd? I should ask you that. Did Wichita show up?
The kids did.
Okay.
A bunch of high school kids.
Okay. Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you know Treaty Oak Revival?
No, never heard of them until right now. I didn't even hear about whatever the thing you did to your face. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. I was a little nervous about coming back to work. Would that be okay? Well, because then you're putting makeup on essentially a little bit of like some open wounds.
So they needle your face.
They needle your face.
Like how many needles are we talking about here?
I don't know. There's like a machine. I had my eyes shut the whole time, so
okay.
So I can't really answer the questions.
It's like so like I know acupuncture. They put the needle in.
Yeah.
And it's in. Does this just like needle and you're not like? I guess my question is: are there needles all in your face?
No,
like you
not
look like
at
a
the same
like
time.
Pinhead, the horror movie. Have you ever seen that movie?
No.
It's like there's this guy named Pinhead, and he's got nails all in his head, like needles.
Not like that.
Okay.
Now keep in mind, first of all, don't listen to take what I say with a grain of salt. My eyes were shut, but I'm pretty sure there's like a device, like a pin type thing with something with needles in it, and it just stuck. Like I can feel the texture on my face. I'll say that.
Okay. Cool. That's neat. And I didn't know about the collagen thing. That's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
So I've lost 40% of my collagen.
I don't know how it works, but I know you lose between 1% and 2%. I don't know if
At
it's
age 30.
At 30, you start
Losing.
I would also like to give a disclaimer on this podcast that I am not now, nor ever have I been a dermatologist.
Well, I've heard collagen is good for you.
Yeah.
I guess I should look into it now that I've lost 40%.
You've
That
lost
explains
some
a lot
collagen.
that explains a lot of things, actually.
I'm hoping to Benjamin Button, like age backwards.
You are?
I'm hoping
okay.
to.
Okay.
I'm starting it now.
Like you're okay. Well, just pretend and it'll all work out.
Yeah.
Just
I don't know that that's how it works.
no, it doesn't work that way.
But I like that you are supporting that for me.
We had a conversation earlier today about how fast this past weekend, I felt ripped off, to be honest with you.
You had an incredible weekend.
I had a good weekend, but it went by so fast. I never really caught my bearings, and so it felt like I just rolled out of Friday right into Monday. Have you guys ever had that where you, the weekend's the weekend. It's what, 48 hours, but it felt like it just flew by, and I couldn't really get any. Rest is not the right word, but maybe that is the right word.
Yours wasn't really a restful weekend to begin with.
No, it wasn't. No, I took a little road trip up to the Manhattan.
Not a vacation.
Just to get away, but I didn't take any time off. This is just a regular you almost had me say it. Getaway.
Just a regular getaway.
Went up to Manhattan, helped my son. He's a K-State sophomore. Helped him move some furniture. Moved a few other things while we were there, and then on Sunday morning, we got up early. We went fishing.
Yeah.
Up there at the Milford Lake, and it was a buddy puts it together. It's a really nice little half day of fishing. Now the issue is this though, and this is nobody's gonna care about this, but August is it's not a great month to go fishing. Like that's probably aside from like
There's
January.
great weather.
No. So it's just hard to fish, but we caught some fish. And it was a good time with my son and some good people, and then so we did that Sunday morning, and then I
want to pause real quick before we find out on Sunday.
You won't, yeah.
I did see a picture that you posted of you and your son fishing, and you were covered up, full sleeves, full pants, and your son was out there in a t-shirt and some shorts.
I got some flack for that too because some people commented. They go, "Why are you full panting?"
Yeah, full panting.
Well, here's the deal. Those are special. Outdoor fishing. That's
special.
So
pants.
it breathes really good.
Okay.
They are my special fishing pants. It breathes. The material. It's to keep the sun off of me. So the shirt I was wearing, it's a hoodie, but it's very thin. So it's basically the air comes. I get air, but I don't get sun. And then the pants are the same way. They're very thin pants, so they're not hot. Like I'm not sweating at all.
Thin pants and a hoodie.
Yeah, well, the hoodie, it's got a hood on it. I wouldn't call it a hoodie. It's like a really thin material. And people who fish all the time out in the sun, they wear the long sleeve stuff because the sun.
Yeah.
You're just lathering up with sunscreen the whole time. And I don't want to do that. I'd rather just cover my body.
Because you're trying to protect the collagen.
Whatever I have left. I have 60% collagen left.
That's why you wear the thin fishing pants.
So I did wear the thin, micro thin, super skimpy fishing pants, and that breathe. And yeah, my son was just rocking like flip flops and shorts and a tank top or something. But
and you went with some of his buddies, right?
Yeah, a couple of his friends, and then their dad is a good guy, and he sets this whole thing up. And it's great. It's a great little. I love Milford Lake, by the way. It's my second time. I'd never been there prior.
Beautiful lake,
largest lake in Kansas.
Yeah.
Voted one of the top fishing lakes in Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've never been to Milford Lake, I would recommend it. I think it's
not in August.
Yeah, August is rough.
Only if you have the thin fishing pants.
And you have to wear the micro, super thin
fishing pants. There you go.
I'm going to bring them in tomorrow and show it to you because they are
on
neat.
Facebook. If you would like to see the attire, go to your Facebook page and your Instagram.
Yes, my Insta and my FB page.
And let us know what you think about the outfit.
Yeah.
So Sunday, you were saying.
Sunday we fished till about noon. And then they clean the fish, and then because you have to take the fish.
So you fished Saturday and Sunday?
No. Saturday I was in Manhattan with my son.
I'm tracking
and
now.
we were moving some furniture, and he's got a little house there, that he's living in with like his roommates. Mm-hmm. Perfect little college house.
What could go wrong?
Oh, everything's gonna go wrong. Oh, the whole thing's wrong. So did that, and then we went out to eat, had a nice evening, and then we spent the evening over at his friend's house, and it was great. And we went to bed early, and then we got up. Anyway,
What's early?
oh, I think I got to bed. I think people turned in around 9.
Okay.
9:30. I stayed up
give
till
that to
maybe
you.
11 just because
Ooh.
I couldn't go to bed. But then Sunday, did that and then drove home.
Yeah.
And then cooked the fish. I baked the fish that night, and then it was time to go to work on Monday. It just went by so quick.
It did feel like it went by really fast.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's the weekend. I feel like it's been flying by recently.
See, I don't know. I've had like the last couple of weekends I've had prior. I thought they went. I
At a
felt
normal
good.
speed?
Yeah, normal speed. So
Not this weekend.
no, not this weekend.
Oh.
But yes, so I'm excited for we've got a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah.
This is like the busy time of year.
Uh-huh.
It's like, I don't know. You know how May is really busy when people are doing things in the month of May. You have graduation
Yes.
parties, and a lot of people get married in May and June. Like I feel like late August, September is just
Yeah.
filthy busy.
Filthy.
I mean, just because yeah.
I think I'm tired today.
Yeah, I think you're
'cause
tired. I'm very tired. So
In my mind, I'm like, wow, I'm harassing him quite a bit.
No, you're good. So, but yeah, everybody's got stuff going on. Whether it's moving into, get
Yeah.
back to school. There's a lot of people cramming in late last minute vacations and all
Yeah.
kinds of things. And so it just feels like there's a lot of activity out there. I thought there was a lot of traffic this weekend on the roads. It was, I don't know.
I will say, which is funny, I do have a vacation coming up in a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Last week, you had mentioned you're like, oh, Julia has something really exciting coming up.
You do.
Wait till you find out. Well, so I go home, and I call my parents every night when I drive home, and they were like, wow, Jeff must be really excited for you to go to this rodeo. He seems like he's really excited.
No, I got my weekends mixed up.
You did get, but it was really funny.
But
For my
the
family.
rodeo was fun. I mean,
I do. I love the rodeo. Have you seen How I Met Your Mother?
I've seen that show, yeah.
You know the Woo Girls?
Now you're getting specific. I'm not sure who that is.
So the Woo Girls are like, and it's been a long time since I've seen it, but like the girls that the Woo Girls.
Okay. Well, I mean, I get the premise.
When I go to the rodeo, I become a
You're
Woo
a Woo
Girl.
girl. Okay.
Where like if you are, so the competitors from a place where I've lived, or maybe I visited and it was awesome, I will be cheering for you.
Okay.
And I went to the rodeo over in
Pretty Prairie?
it was a year ago, maybe a year and a half, and I cannot remember. Park City.
Park City, okay.
It was in Park City, and the
Gotcha.
guy in front, I didn't know until the end because everybody around us was really into it. And he turned around and he said, "Your voice is going to be gone by Monday."
Was that at the arena?
Yeah.
So do you prefer indoor or outdoor rodeos?
That's a great question.
Have you ever been to an outdoor rodeo?
I have. I
Okay.
went to one in, where is Avery Osen from?
Avery is from Winfield.
Winfield.
Yeah.
Avery is with Good Day Kansas,
Yeah.
one of our offshoot shows. I went to a rodeo out there, and that was outdoors. So I think
Okay.
either, but I actually have enjoyed the indoor more, and I'm
Okay.
surprised by that.
And why the indoor more? I feel sloppy. I'm catching that. I'm like, I look tired.
You don't look. It's the
I'm looking
collagen.
tired. Yeah, I need to needle my face
Yeah, once you needle it, you'll be fine.
back in the saddle.
I don't know why I enjoy the indoor more. I think because I can see it a little bit better.
Okay.
When I was up at Winfield, I was super high up in the stands. I want to be able to see. I want to feel like I'm a part of it.
Gotcha.
And I had a friend when I was in Texas, and he was a U.S. Marshal. And I found out later that he was also a rodeo clown.
Okay.
And like the personalities that you have to be a marshal, a U.S. Marshal, and then to be a rodeo clown are like night and day different. And so every time I see a rodeo clown now, I think of him.
Well, I think there is I think that you have to have guts.
Oh, yeah.
And that to do both of those jobs. So
Yeah.
Clearly he's got guts.
But I do think about like, I never pictured him as someone that I would classify as really funny.
Rodeo. Oh.
And I think rodeo clowns are kind of funny.
Yeah, they're talented. I
Yeah.
mean, they're a critical part of the rodeo experience.
Yeah, so hats off to all the competitors.
Yes.
So have you been to the rodeo?
I have been to rodeos, yeah.
Okay,
Do
you have a favorite? Like a favorite event?
mutton busting, maybe a little bull riding. I mean, I think the bull riding has fascinated me since I was a kid.
Did you mutton bust as a kid?
I never mutton busted anything. Yeah, no, I never rodeoed, but I grew up at Hayesville. They used to have the rodeo grounds were right behind my house, not
Yeah.
exactly, but close to my home. So I could hear at night. I could hear the rodeos. It was the Peachtree Rodeo, I think. Somebody could correct me if I'm wrong. But they held rodeos there once a week. I mean, I think
Yeah.
it was like it was a thing.
So you're like, they're old news.
The last, I don't think it exists anymore. And the last rodeo I attended was the Eureka Pro Rodeo. It was a pretty
Oh.
good rodeo up there in the old Eureka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
That is a big event. Outdoors at the old horse. Eureka used to have a horse track.
Yeah.
That's where they have the rodeo now.
I will have to check it out.
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah.
Brings a lot of people. Pros from all over the country. Some of the best in the country go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting to get into different sports. Rodeo is obviously a totally different sport. You fish. You said your son obviously is a fisherman.
Yeah, he fishes.
Did the other guys on the trip, were they also
They're more hunters.
Oh, okay.
I think they fish. They like
Yeah.
to fish, but they're really accomplished hunters.
Yeah.
My son and I are not.
Yeah.
Just more fishing than
Yeah.
anything. Yeah.
But then you're probably really good, right? When you're out there.
Well, I like to think I am, but sometimes what I think I am is not reality. So
Well,
I don't
I
know.
know
I'd like to
that.
think I'm pretty good. And we did we caught fish, but it's easy. It wasn't hard. We had a guide. They take you right to where they're like, here. They stop and they go, put your lure in, make it go to the bottom, and then boom, boom, and you got a fish.
Is it
It's
one of those
super
things
easy.
where it's like, oh, everyone's guaranteed, like at the fair, like everyone's a winner?
I would say that everybody would be guaranteed to catch something, but it wasn't great fishing because of the time of year.
Oh, because it was so hot.
Yeah, I mean the fish just move. It's
Well, yeah, and you were in a hoodie.
I was in. Well, I didn't know if it was going to be breezy, and I catch a.
It's
catch a
August in
cold.
Kansas. Guess what?
That's
It will
true.
not be
That's true.
breezy and beautiful.
I got to be honest with you. I was super comfortable the whole day.
Oh,
like
good
I
for
wear that
you.
I wear that fishing gear all the time, and it's
Yeah.
to keep the sun off of me.
John said outdoor, so also outdoor rodeo.
Okay.
So I like that.
All right.
Yeah.
John prefers outdoor rodeo.
John prefers outdoor.
Okay.
John, why do you prefer outdoor? I do like indoor, but
I'm not. I don't.
I don't hate on the outdoor. I
I'm
like
not gonna
outdoor
ha-
too.
Well, I'm not going to hate on the indoor, but it almost feels. I don't know. I'm sure it's great, but it feels kind of like rodeos should be outside. I don't know why. I mean, I'm not saying they should be, but I
Yeah.
feel like they should be because it's. I don't know. I'm probably wrong on that.
I don't think you can go wrong.
Right. I think you would enjoy the rodeo experience both indoors and outdoors.
And outdoors.
Yeah.
So different questions. So your son also said, hey, can you fit the grill?
Oh God.
And can you bring the grill?
Oh, man.
So Friday you come in and you
yeah.
were
Oh,
already
Jesus,
frustrated
yeah.
and you were like,
So-
I couldn't get the grill in the car. It
Dude.
wasn't working, whatever. And so
Dude,
you're like, I called him and I said, hey, I'm not going to be able to bring the grill. So
Yeah.
Did you figure out a grill sitch-
No,
a grill
I
sitch?
feel terrible. So anyway, my son wants this. They have this old grill at the house, and he wants this grill. I think he promised his roommates that he's got this grill, and I'm like, I'm taking I'll bring it up in the truck, Well, this grill is just, first of all, the grill disintegrated when I went to go pick it up. Like it was
Yes.
so janky. And it wouldn't fit in my truck like
Yeah.
the way I wanted it to fit. So I started to try to take it apart, and it just got worse and worse.
which
And
the only thing better is putting propane up to that and then trying to light that on
that's
fire.
So that's the thing. I'm like, I can't even see these guys. Like this didn't look safe.
yeah.
So I had to call, and if you're a parent out there where you want to I miss my son. He's up in Manhattan, and you want to. Anytime they need you, you want to come through for him.
Yeah.
And so I felt bad because I felt like I had to call him and go, this ain't happening. You're not getting the grill. Maybe you can get a grill, up in Manhattan. I'm sure there's 100 used ones up there that you could purchase. But
My favorite part is that you told me exactly that when you came into work. And you said, I just, you want to be the dad where you
Yeah,
can solve all the problems and you can fix
Yeah.
it. So you just felt bad. You call your son. And he goes, and
Well,
after
he
you
didn't
have
care.
struggled for 45 minutes in the hot sun, and he goes, it's all right.
no big deal. I'm like, dude, bro. So then, it was, and my wife and I, we messed with it for, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And tried different angles, and finally I was just like,
We've all been
it's
there.
not gonna happen.
We've all been
So-
there of like, but then to get on the other side, and he's like, I can
don't
take it
care.
or leave it.
He's like, what grill? I'm like, wait, what?
I didn't even ask for a grill.
Then I'm like, where are we? This isn't even the house. Then I'm stealing a grill all of a sudden.
But at least you're in your thin fishing
I
pants.
was in my super thin, stringy fishing
fishing
pants.
pants.
I own 3 pair.
I do
Yeah.
think that that's right. I believe, and I know the kind of pants, and they really are for outdoor use.
As a matter of fact, the ones I was wearing turn into shorts. You can zip. This is really. They zip right at the. At
Do
the
they have
thigh.
three so you can have pants, capris, and jorts?
Well, that'd be nice to have a capri.
Yeah, show off the ankles.
Well,
We did get my dad those pants for hiking a couple years ago.
See, they're good.
Here's why. He, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. He worked in business for years, and he retired a couple years ago. So we would take him hiking with us. He got really into hiking so he could spend time with my sister and I.
Right.
But then we'd take him hiking, and he would be in khakis and a polo. And we're like, hey, man, you don't need the polo on the mountain. You could just go in a t-shirt. But he was still in like khakis or jeans, and we're like, we got to get this dude some pants. So we got him the cool fishing pants.
And he likes them probably.
And he loves them.
I could wear them. I could wear these things every day. Honestly, they are that comfortable.
I'm waiting for the day you come in with like the top suit portion, and then like the black slacks, like with the zippers, trying to pass it off.
The other thing about these fishing pants is it is like the waist is like stretch.
Yeah, it is.
So it's stretch. Yeah.
John said, more of an outdoor person. John, I would say I'm a huge outdoor person, but I don't know why. Maybe I gotta. And I've done a couple outdoor rodeos. I also did the Pendleton rodeo. In Oregon. So like, I will say at this rodeo on Saturday. So Pendleton, Oregon is home to like the Pendleton Wool Mill, if you know, like the Pendleton clothing, Pendleton whiskey, and then the Pendleton rodeo.
Yeah, got you. Okay.
And so I love the Pendleton rodeo. I had a chance to take my pa out to the fairgrounds before he passed, and it was so fun. He was a cowboy. And so we got to get him a hat there, and he was then questioning if, his Uncle Dutch ever competed out there. So it was a really special time. So I wore my Pendleton shirt to the rodeo on Saturday, and I saw a guy with a Pendleton whiskey shirt. And I got so excited. I said, oh my gosh. I said, have you been to Pendleton, Oregon? Like, where'd you get the shirt?
Yeah.
And he goes, no, I just bought
I
it.
just like the whiskey.
Yeah. And I walked away, and I was like, okay, never mind.
So what is your when you go to the rodeo, what is your favorite? Do you have like an event that you really follow closely, you keep track of, or is it just like you take in all the events, it doesn't matter, you enjoy every single thing, or is there like one particular thing that you...
I enjoy the athleticism of it. My co-anchor in Washington, she actually went to college on a bull riding scholarship, and then her brother, Proctor is the last name, and I'm forgetting his first name, but he was pretty decent up in the circuit. His wife was a trick rider, and so I loved getting to like watch them in the PBR, I believe is the circuit that they competed in, if that's accurate. I'm just a fan. I don't know anything. Just like, I'm not a dermatologist. I'm seeing a trend.
You wear a cowboy hat?
No.
No, you don't. Okay.
But I do love, I had mentioned my cousins, their daughters compete, and they are just the coolest. And so I like to also see what they're very amateur, but they mutton busted as kids, and then now like they'll barrel race, they'll do some of that. But the bull riding is fun to watch too. I mean, there's just such a skill.
I had no idea this is true. That you were into rodeo.
Oh,
I'm like learning all of this as I'm sitting here.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were that into it. I'm actually impressed. Like learned something new today.
I am like a loose fan where I'm like, I don't know the rules. I don't know
like
the players.
Like your golf.
I
like
follow
your
the
golf
rodeo
game.
like I golf. But when I'm there, oh man, I'm cheering like I've been following them the whole time.
Okay.
So, but I just love it. Doug wants to know how large was the grill. It sounds like the perfect chance. For him to get a starter Weber and upgrade as he can.
It was big. It was one of those like 50 inches across, heavy steel. Back in his day, it was a really good gas grill.
Yeah, like 20 years ago.
Yeah, not now. Not now. No.
Karina said, I went fishing once as a kid when my ex-stepdad bought me a fishing pole as a gift.
All right.
Are you a lifelong fisher now? I want to know.
Who, me or Karina?
No, I want to know if Karina is.
Oh, okay. Well, I think, fishing pole's a great gift.
Is fishing like golf?
For me?
Like in the respect that like that's a sport that you can carry on forever, that you can network at?
I think it's a lot like golf. It's not as networky, but I will say that for me, it's like you have to choose, because if you're going to go fishing on a day, it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
Just like golfing, and the gear's expensive.
Oh, yeah.
And then if you want a boat, I mean, all of that.
Oh, if you're going to be a
adds up.
fisherman, you have to have a boat.
No, you don't have to.
That would be my rule.
For years, I'd just fish off the bank.
I would get into fishing if someone would let me get a boat.
You just want to go on the boat.
I do.
Lay
I
on
just
the
want
boat
to go on
and not fish.
I'll say, wow, they're not biting.
Gosh, who was telling me the other day they had a good story about when they would go fishing as a kid, they hated touching the fish. They would just throw the pole out with no bait on.
Oh, yes.
And just pretend that they were fishing all day.
Yes.
But they weren't. They would never, wouldn't catch anything, so it didn't really
Bummer.
matter. Yeah, exactly. Somebody was telling me that story. A friend of mine, I forgot already.
I will use that in the future and just not tell anybody. And then text you and be like, I did it.
Yeah, I did it.
It was worth it and it was fun.
Hopefully I'll get some fishing in this weekend. I don't know.
Oh, where are you going to go?
I don't know yet. It's one of those deals where right around Labor Day, it gets really good.
Yeah.
And it gets better anyway. But we have so many things happening. I mentioned high school
filthy
football.
busy.
We are filthy busy with high school football starting, and we've got other things happening here at work that we have to
Yeah.
get prepared for.
What's happening here at work?
I'm kidding. Yeah, if somebody could fill us in, that'd be great. Thank you. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just we'll see what happens. I want to watch the K-State game. I'm excited for K-State. Got the K-State football team over in Ireland Saturday, 11 a.m. kickoff. I'm planning to watch that. I think I could say this now, but I almost went.
Yes. I didn't know if we were going to talk about that.
At this point, it doesn't
You're not
matter.
there. You're clearly here. So
Essentially, I was set up to go to Ireland to cover the game and some other things for KSN in kind of partnership with Kansas State. And there were three of us, and I was the third one on this list of they're like, okay, we're going to send this person, and then we're going to send this person, and then they got to me, and we should see if we could send Jeff. So I'm told that stand by, you're probably going to go. And then last week I got the email.
you got the email.
And it said,
Do you want to tell them when you got the email?
Oh, it was right before the newscast.
We were on standby, and it was 9:59.
And so I read it, and it says, it's like, you got cut. I'm like, okay.
We were in First Forecast, which is the weather segment that airs right before the news starts.
Yeah.
And Jeff leans over to me and he whispers, I'm not going to Ireland.
Yeah. So I got cut, but I was almost going to be there. But now I get to watch the game.
Well,
on a TV.
yeah, and not in Ireland.
Instead of being there in Ireland. Who wants that?
Yeah, who wants to go to Ireland?
That's gross.
What time is that Dublin time? Is that a late game for them?
I believe it's 6 hours. So that would be 5 p.m.
That's
Dublin
not terrible.
time.
That's pretty cool.
6 hours difference.
That would have been really cool had you
Yeah,
gone.
that would have been neat. But you got cut. So you're not going.
You did say that it was a pressure release.
It was.
That's a lot of work.
Well, no, the way it goes, I would just give you guys some behind the scenes, It's like they say, we don't know yet, but here, fill out all this information. Had all the things filled out, to go. And okay, we'll just wait till we let you know. And so there was 2 weeks of just waiting and thinking it was going to happen. So you start to plan. You start okay, well, we're going to be flying out on the 19th, and we got to, well, it didn't happen. So it was a little bit of some anxiety flushed away there. But I can't tell you how much collagen I lost in that little brief period of
From
time,
that
stressing out. Yeah.
When was the last time you picked up a camera and you MMJ'd? Which is what it's called if you're one-man banding it. So you shoot, write, edit, all of your own stuff, report, all of it. So
the last time I soloed like that, oh gosh, I mean.
Last time you soloed was when you had collagen.
Yeah, as in my younger days. I would say it was, shoot, I don't even want to tell you. I'm embarrassed.
How long? For the people, they want to know.
22 years.
Oh, wow.
2004, maybe.
That's why I don't play poker.
Why?
Because oh, wow.
Yeah. About.
Wow, that is a long time.
Now I have shot things.
Yes.
I have turned content.
Yes.
But to truly go out and do everything on your own, it's been probably since 2003, 2004, maybe. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
Yeah. And
been a while.
I ask that, which is a little bit of inside baseball of I have also not shot something myself for in a really long time. I've obviously turned content, but it is extremely difficult.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
So which is why I was curious. Jody said, Jeff and Julia, hi. Bull riding is
Jody.
cool to watch.
Yeah.
Karina said, don't tell Jeff I'm not into fishing. Alex, which I'm mentioning, which is really funny, said, Jeff, Sly mentioning the parent company merger. And I'm bringing that up because that was not the mention, but I like that Alex thinks that that was.
Oh, the merger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened. You can Google that.
Doug said, boo, dude, that hurts. Being left off the list.
Yeah, it did hurt. A little
Yeah.
bit. That's okay. They were just like, and I asked why, and they said, look in the mirror, bro. And I'm like, that's not a professional response.
Yeah.
So anyway, I looked in the mirror and I'm like, oh, I get it.
Where's
That's
the
why I'm not going.
collagen? People who missed the start of the podcast are going to be like, what's
I've
going on?
lost 0.6% of my collagen during this
100%
podcast.
of my I like
It's
that
all
the numbers
gone.
keep creeping up.
I could feel everything drying out, my hair falling out.
I don't think that's how it works.
Okay, well, all right, good.
But
Well,
I'm
then
glad that-
then I should see a doctor about what's
Yeah.
going on.
Exactly.
I just thought I was losing my collagen.
Yeah, none
All
of
right.
this is accurate. That's the disclaimer. If I went to
What
Ireland,
other-
I would never come back. That's what Karina said.
I think my wife would be the same way.
Oh, she would have. Was she going to go?
She was going to go.
You're going to have to take her to Ireland
Yeah,
now.
we're talking about it. It's in the works.
It's going to have to.
We love that Irish Spring soap. It's like
Yeah, sure, that's the reason to go.
that's the only reason. Want to see where it's made over there. You know?
Wow.
The Irish Spring Soap Factory. We're excited for that.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the castles, I guess,
And like the history.
and all the history.
And
But
greenery.
first and foremost,
This soap.
it's the soapage.
That's cool.
It's not cool. It's really bad.
I don't think Stephanie is watching right now because she would have commented. But Stephanie, when
Oh,
you
no, I think
rewatch
she's
later,
watching. I
I'm
think she's
pulling
watching.
for a trip to Ireland for
I
you.
think she's watching. Now I am really curious, and like the rest of us, about your getaway in a couple of weeks. I'm not even going to ask
I
you.
can say it because I am curious
Why?
if people have any recommendations.
Oh, would
I'm
you?
going to Estes Park. I'm so excited.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
never
that's
been.
great. Oh my gosh. No.
Yeah. So we have tried, I will say we have tried, I'm blanking on the name of like the road where all of like the most incredible, amazing hikes are.
Okay.
And you have to put in for like a lottery to get a ticket to like be able to go, or it's not necessarily a lottery, but you have to get tickets within a certain time frame. And we missed the deadline. So we're going to try on the night before. We fly in on a Saturday.
Okay.
And we're going to try to get tickets for Sunday's hike.
Okay.
And
You're gonna love it. That's beautiful country.
have
out
you
there.
been?
I have not. I've been in that, well, hold on. I've been in that general vicinity, and I know all about. I mean, I wouldn't have any recommendations for you.
I've never been, but I know all about it.
I never finished that sentence. I started down that
But we
road,
all knew
and
what
then
he was gonna
and then I
say.
stopped. But I do know a little bit about it, not enough to have a deep conversation about it here on this podcast.
Cool.
But I've heard of Estes Park. It's out there in the out west,
Yeah, it's out there in the old Denvers,
it's in the Denvers.
in the Colorados. Yeah.
It's beautiful country out there.
If anybody has recommendations for Estes Park, I would love to have them, or different trails that
Oh,
you've
you
done,
guys, yeah.
anything like that. I am so excited. I have never been.
That's cool. I'm excited for you now too.
Stephanie Nutt, who used to work here, that is her maiden name. She said, "Go Cats," and she said she's watching. Stephanie, your Stephanie said she's
I knew
watching.
she's watching. I knew she
I'm
was
putting in the work. You're going to Ireland.
Yeah.
You should bring an MMJ on the pod. Oh, bring. I think Karina means bring. You should bring an MMJ on the podcast.
They're always out working. They don't have time.
They are.
I talked to one today. I interview a lot of people. And I interviewed one today, and we tell them all. It's hard. It's hard work. It's really hard. It's a difficult job.
Oh, yeah.
It's. I mean, it's not just one job. It's several.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a grind.
I MMJ'd for years. And so, and you did too.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of empathy. And I will say, as you're a manager here, if people don't know
I mean,
that.
that's some people.
But because you have that experience there, you can always tell the managers, I am not a manager. So I can always tell the managers that have been in the field and the ones who have not, because there are certain things that some managers will do and some managers don't. And there's a lot of compassion for the people who are in the field.
I think it's important to have an idea of what your people are going through every day.
Yeah.
And to have experience, to have lived it.
Yeah.
I think it makes you better, a better coach, a better teacher, a better leader, to know what they're going through. And,
absolutely.
And, we've worked for people that haven't been outside of a newsroom.
Yeah.
And they're telling you what to do. And then you work for people that have done everything. And there is a difference. I think, I'd say there's a difference.
Yeah, and
each one might have their pluses and minuses, or the positives and negatives, but
100%.
So.
Your wife said you're going to be adding collagen to your coffee tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
And then Stephanie said it's
should.
a 24-hour job for sure.
The
So.
MMJ? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it is. It's, you don't clock in and clock out.
Yeah.
You're just always on.
Lifestyle.
Yeah, I think it's the only way to succeed in that position. But the flip side is, it is hard work, but it's important work. It's worthwhile, and if you do it and you're good at it and you get better, it'll open doors to other things that are fantastic. You're just, you're not buying any of that? I'm trying to sell you on that.
It is true. It is true.
It's not for everybody. I mean, I would say that that's the main thing of that particular duty in the newsroom is it is not for everybody at all.
Which I do think I fall in this classification. I say, like, I'm a glutton for punishment because it's a hard job.
It is.
And I will say the job of an MMJ, or at least when I MMJ'd, is your job is to be told no 10 times and still figure out how to get a yes. Of, no, I don't have time to do the interview. Okay, great. Could you have 5 minutes? I'll take 5 minutes of how do you get the story that you need. So and then it's hot.
Yeah, but you're also a photojournalist. You also have to be an editor, a creative editor. You have to creatively write. You have to
creatively shoot,
put the stories together, and then at the end of the day, after you've had a full 9 hours of busting your hump, and you have to go on, and you have to present it, and you have to look good,
and you have to be smooth,
and it's hard. It's hard to do. For anybody, if you're grinding for 9 hours or 10 hours, and then all of a sudden they're like, okay, be fresh.
Yeah.
That's difficult. And you've just got done writing everything, editing everything, shooting everything prior to that, in addition to setting all of that up and vetting all of the stories and making sure the facts are right. It can be daunting. And then to do that every single day, mostly in a city that you just moved to, it could be a lonely existence for a lot of our new team members.
And I did it for years, and that's how I lost my collagen. So,
well, you got it back though
with microneedling it.
Microneedled your face holes. Yeah.
Doug said MMJ. Oh, and somebody responded with multimedia journalist.
Yeah, there's other words for them.
Multi-skilled.
An MSJ, multi-skilled journalist. We called them one-man bands, and then that changed when some people in suits, in big office buildings, and then like, nobody wants to do that. Let's just change the name and make it sound, better. MMJ, it's a one-man band.
Multimedia,
Multimedia
has the same
journalist,
ring.
Multi-skilled journalist, one-man band. It's the same thing.
It's all the same.
It's all the same.
Jody said you two do an amazing job. Thanks,
thank you, Jody.
Jody is a teacher, and she is going back to school. Her kids come back on Wednesday.
Oh boy.
Junior high, middle school.
Buckle up.
So I think that's a tough one.
Here we go.
So we're sending you some positive vibes. And then, I clicked on something. Ooh. Let's see. Okay, Ryan said Estes Park, great trout fishing, and visit the Stanley Hotel.
Okay.
Now, I know that that's in a movie. I was not going to. We had talked about going to the Stanley Hotel.
Is
to
that
the
the one that was in The Shining?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't.
Is
know
that like a
Estes Park.
must? I'm looking at you because I was led to
I
believe
would
that
go
you
there.
know all about Estes Park.
I would absolutely. If it's at the hotel that was in The Shining, I'd go at least see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
cool.
Ryan, thank you. I will definitely check out the Stanley. Anything else I'd love to know. I am not a fisherman. I don't have the fishing pants. So I'll let you do the trout fishing.
Get you some fishing pants.
Yeah.
I've never trout fished in Colorado. That'd be kind of fun. Usually go to the White River down there in the Arkansas.
Oh, yeah? In Arkansas.
Yeah, that's where I do my trout fishings.
Oh. It's probably good fishing out there.
That's what I've heard.
Good fishing.
Good fishings.
Karina said, I got married in Estes Park. It's a must go. I want to know where, what trail. I have also been to Arkansas, but obviously not for fishing, but beautiful.
Arkansas is a beautiful state.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful. There's a lot of beautiful stuff. Once you get out of Kansas, you realize there's a lot of other areas that are beautiful.
They're not more beautiful than this one, than the old Kansas.
Yeah, well, that's debatable. I'd say we have great sunsets. The Flint Hills are just spectacular. Up in that area by Manhattan, Kansas, up there, the Milford area and all that, it's so gorgeous. You don't even feel like you're in Kansas.
You did come back and say that. You said that area was beautiful.
Oh, my goodness. Manhattan is it's just marvelous. And Lawrence and all those places up in that northeastern part of the state. And then you come back here and you go, oh wait, it's Kansas. Here we are.
It's a different kind of beauty.
It is, and I'm biased. I'm from here, so I tend to think that this is the best area. But I can see why people who maybe grew up in the Carolinas and then they come here and they're like, yeah, I'm not really seeing it, Jeff.
Here's an interesting thing. I was in Washington State, but I was in an area that was high desert.
Okay.
Wichita is more green than the town where I lived in Washington State.
Gotcha.
So I think this is so beautiful. Now in the winter, I just learned I get seasonal depression. For the first time last year, maybe it was the year before, I realized, that's odd. So now I'm like, this last winter was the best. So outside of winter, Kansas is green and it's beautiful and it's lush and I love it.
My favorite season is coming up. I love the fall. I love fall in Kansas. I love when the leaves change and the weather gets cool, which is going to happen on Monday.
I can't wait.
I think Monday. But yeah, I love fall in Kansas. That's by far my favorite season.
Really?
Oh, by a mile. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, of course.
I think I like spring. I love the storms.
But see, spring's too windy. I mean, you get a lot of wind in the spring because everything is changing, and it's just in the springtime in Kansas, at least in this area, you'll have. It could go 6 days in a row where the wind never drops below 20 miles per hour. I mean, it could just blow forever.
Yeah.
And I hate that.
All right. You swayed me.
Okay. I swayed you that the springtime in Kansas is not all what it's cracked up to be. It's really not. I actually prefer winter in Kansas over the spring. Winter's, I mean, come on. Show winter some love.
Did it sound like I passed judgment there?
You did.
Yeah, I did.
It didn't sound like it.
Good. I'm glad. Okay. I'm glad you caught that.
You got to show winter some love, man.
I'm not. No.
Okay.
I don't mind it.
You made a lot of sounds.
That's because it's not my favorite. Alex said the drive between McPherson and Emporia is also pretty. I bet that's beautiful.
It is. Yes. We've got a minute. So.
Oh. Doug said because of football. So.
What about football?
Fall.
That's part of it. That, and
Doug
then
knows.
I just love the weather. I love the. I love it when the trees change color, the leaves, and everything's just great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like it quite a bit. Excited that it's upon us. Still have like 2 weeks of crazy summer left.
I will believe that when I see it.
What do you mean?
Summer sometimes has a way of extending itself.
It does.
Maybe it's not going to be triple digits, but it's going to be like upper 80s, 90s. Again, not an expert. So this is the third thing.
You've given health
I've done.
advice, weather advice. What other kind of advice did you give?
I cannot remember the third piece of advice that I gave.
Pants advice. I know you gave me pants advice, so that's all right.
Hey, fishing pants.
I'll take it. We're out of time, so we'll be back tomorrow. Another 45 minutes. I'll have a little more energy.
Oh, you had plenty.
I'm a little run down today.
You were fielding everything I was throwing at you.
Tomorrow is going to be better. I promise.
Okay.
Thanks for watching.